Billy Joe Saunders has called out Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin. As you can see on screen right now, he did so via Twitter. He said, "My main goal is the redhead coward who gives belts away at Canelo, or Borat at GGG Boxing, all of the hashtag belts anytime. I'm good with hashtag waiting." So there you go, people. Billy Joe Saunders calling out Canelo and Triple G. What do you make of this? Is he serious? Does he really want those fights? He came in for a hell of a lot of criticism shortly after winning his WBO middleweight world title against Andy Lee, because he apparently had the opportunity to fight Triple G previously and didn't take that opportunity. It would have been a unification, obviously. But since then, he seems to have changed his tune a little bit, particularly after Triple G's fight with Kell Brook. He's been very vocal about claiming that he wants to fight Triple G, saying that he's available for Triple G's next date. Although some people are casting aspersions about the veracity of Billy Joe Saunders' claims, because the WBA have ordered a fight between Gennady Golovkin and Danny Jacobs. And some people are saying that Billy Joe Saunders only started talking about fighting Golovkin after the WBA had ordered a Golovkin against Jacobs. I'm not saying I agree with that. I'm not privy to that information, but this is just what some boxing fans are saying. All right, so don't shoot the messenger here. So yeah, I want to know what you guys think of this. Is Billy Joe Saunders serious? And one thing has to be said, Saunders has been very inactive. There have been supposed injuries for Billy Joe Saunders. There's definitely been cancelled shows, including this latest cancellation of the Fury-Klitschko rematch. And obviously Billy Joe Saunders was supposed to be on the undercard of that show. And all of these different circumstances and factors have kept Billy Joe Saunders out of the ring since winning that title against Andy Lee. I believe it was in December last year. So it's coming up another year since Billy Joe Saunders defended. So he needs to get a defense in quickly, or else he's going to end up like Tyson Fury, with the governing body threatening to strip him, possibly. Last I heard, or last I read, I think it was on Frank Warren's Twitter account, they plan to have Billy Joe Saunders out in Cardiff for the first defense of his middleweight world title in, I can't remember which month it is now. It might be next month, October. Don't quote me on that. I'll probably do a video about that when they announce the opponent. In fact, I definitely will. So I'll keep you updated as and when I get the information. But as far as Billy Joe Saunders fighting Canelo or Triple G, who do you think he would have the best chance against? I know who I think he would have the best chance against. But how do you see him dealing with Canelo? I do think that people get carried away when they see Canelo in there with a certain style. Like when he fought Angulo, he looked sensational for the most part. When he fought Liam Smith, he looked very good. And there's definite improvements from Canelo. Don't get it twisted. Even though he is fighting in Liam Smith, he did fight somebody who was tailor-made for him stylistically. And people do get carried away. That's my point. However, I did see improvements. Billy Joe Saunders certainly don't fight anything like Liam Smith. Billy Joe Saunders is somewhat of a slickster. He's a southpaw. He makes things difficult for you. He's not as light on his feet or as awkward as somebody like Erislandy Lara, for example. So maybe Canelo would find Billy Joe Saunders a lot easier to hit, or at least easier to stalk and track down and get to grips with. Not quite as slippery as Lara, but still slick. How do you think he would do against Canelo? How do you think he would do against Triple G? Is he serious about fighting either one of them? And even if he is Frank Warren in a position to actually get any of those fights done in the UK? Because that's where they've been talking about, that's where they've been talking about fighting Triple G anyway. Is Frank Warren even capable of putting on a big show these days in the UK? I know he just had Liam Smith fight Canelo Alvarez. That was in a Golden Boy show. Yes, in association with Frank Warren, I believe, and Queensbury Promotions, I think, as well as Canelo Promotions. But still, the primary promotion or bulk of the promotion, as an outsider looking in, seemed to have been put on by Golden Boy and Canelo's people. All right, correct me if I'm wrong, Frank Warren, if you're watching, or any of your representatives in the comment section. So is Frank Warren even capable of putting on a big show and having Billy Joe Saunders and Triple G top the bill? So yeah, you let me know what you think in the comment section below. And as far as GGG, how would he do against GGG? Does he really want that fight? What do you think? Yeah, leave your opinions. It's your boy Hatman, I'm out.